So I'm a conservative, proud of it, want conservative judges on the court when it's our turn to pick. When it's their turn, I've honored their picks. Merrick Garland, I'll tell you about.
Thank you. I was just going to,
Yeah.
He's not North Korea,
No,
but
he's not.
do you want to do 30
important.
seconds on Merrick Garland?
Judge Scalia dies in 2016. The primary process is ongoing. And if you look back in 100 years, nobody has been replaced under that circumstance. If you listen to what Joe Biden said in Bush 41, you should hold it over to the next election. Joe is right a lot. So I felt like I was doing the traditional thing there. When it came to Sotomayor and Kagan, I thought I did the traditional thing. Now I'll tell you this. This may make you feel better, but I really don't care. If an opening comes in the last year of President Trump's term and the primary process has started, we'll wait for the next election. And I've got a pretty good chance of being the judiciary.
You're on the record.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold the tape. Trying to have some process I think will stand the test of time. This will stand the test of time. This is the last year of a lame duck president. And if Ted Cruz or Donald Trump get to be president, they've all asked us not to confirm or take up a selection by President Obama. So if a vacancy occurs in their last year of their first term, guess what? You will use their words against them. I want you to use my words against me. If there's a Republican president in 2016 and a vacancy occurs in the last year of the first term, you can say, Lindsey Graham said, let's let the next president, whoever it might be, make that nomination. And you could use my words against me and you'd be absolutely right. We're setting a precedent here today, Republicans are, that in the last year, at least of a lame duck 8-year term, I would say it's going to be a 4-year term, that you're not going to fill the vacancy of the Supreme Court based on what we're doing here today. That's going to be the new rule. When y'all change the rules about appellate judges and district court judges to get your way, I thought it was a really abuse of power. And what you have done here is you've made the caucuses, the Republican and Democratic caucuses, are now not going to have to reach across the aisle when it comes to appellate judges and district court judges to get input from us or we get input from you. So what does that mean? That we're going to pick the most hard-ass people we can find and dare somebody in the conference to vote against that person. You're going to have the most liberal members of your caucus pushing you to pick the most liberal judges because you don't need to have to reach across the aisle to get any of our input. And we'll do the same. So over time, the judiciary is going to be more ideologically driven because the process in the Senate now does not require you to get outside your own party. So I'll be fighting talk radio when somebody on my side puts up a nut job, and they will.
I know over the weekend you said that you would absolutely filibuster the president's nominee to replace Justice Scalia. Why would you do that? Explain it to our audience.
Well, listen, Justice Scalia's passing really underscores the stakes of what this election are all about. The Supreme Court is exquisitely balanced. Justice Scalia was a lion on the court. He was someone I've known for 20 years. He spent decades on the court defending the Constitution. And for the last 80 years, the Senate has not confirmed any nominee nominated during an election year. And we should not do so this time either. This nomination could dramatically alter the balance of power on the U.S. Supreme Court. And we have an election going on right now. I believe we should make the 2016 election a referendum on the Supreme Court.
Kennedy is a moderate Republican, and he replaced a moderate Republican, Powell. We're talking about Justice Scalia, the staunchest conservative on the court, and we're talking about him being replaced by someone who could dramatically flip the balance of power on the court. It's not a lateral move. And finally, the reality is we live in a different time. Confirmation hearings have gotten far more contentious.